Hey guys, how you doing? It's Henry at Mowers and Blowers. So as you guys know, I have that new touch screen radio in my van. But it didn't have the backup camera. It didn't come with it, you know. But I ordered it for $8.99. Video cord, power cord, extra bracket. The reason why I got this one is because you don't have to drill holes in your doors or your thing. This goes on your license plate, see? So I wanted that. So I'm going to work on that now. So I've got the camera and the bracket placed on my license plate. Problem is, how's this cord going to go in there, you know? So I guess I have to drill a hole in here. But it's a good thing that should be easy. It's got to be a pretty big one because it has to fit those RCA type plugs through there, both of them, you know. I believe the red one is spliced into the reverse lights. That's what gives the camera power. So once you put the gear shifter into reverse, right, it powers the camera, which sends the signal through the video yellow cable to the radio monitor, whatever you want to call it. However, I do recall that the radio has a reverse wire. Where does that go, you know? And also, I don't think this is long enough to reach all the way to the front. So I'm going to have to find an old RCA cable and try to connect it from over here, because, you know, it's a van, so it's extra long, not like a car, you know? So I'm going to drill a hole there. The hole I drilled was significant because you had to fit one at a time through there, you know, with the wire and this thing. So now I've got like this big hole there though. I'll get like a rubber fuel line, slip it through with like a grommet or something. So now I'm going to tap into the reverse lights. Obviously, since my camera is going to be on the right side, it only makes sense to use the right side reverse lights. And it looks like the Ford torque screws. So the bottom one is the reverse lights, and it comes out one black and one violet and black. So I'm assuming that this one is going to be the positive wire, this one will be the negative. I want to make this as stock as possible, so instead of just, you know, sticking it through any hole, took the grommet out, sticking it into the stock. Routed the red wire into the grommet into here so that it's inside there, so it's not hanging out somewhere. Then I used the red wire and I taped the yellow wire to this and pulled it through. So now I got the video and the power cable run through this grommet hose into the side, so that looks more stock. Both plugs are now connected. The yellow wire is routed through here, through there. Just comes out of here into there. Now I've got it at least up to halfway. I don't think it's going to make it all the way. I managed to make it to the front A-pillar, but that's about it. So I'm going to need like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet. You know, to be safe, you know, you want to, actually this has to go all the way down here, under there, into there. Yeah, 5 feet. 5 feet of this extension, RCA jack extension, that would work. In the meantime, I've got to connect the power on the reverse light. So basically I just took some wire cutters and I pulled the sheathing apart there, and I'm just going to tap into that. Negative and positive. Red goes to the pink, black goes to the black. And there you go. Not hard at all. It's not the space shuttle. It's just a backup camera. Watch me have to take that apart again. That looks good. Route it into here. There. Have to find something to block that hole. I'm gonna move this up a little. Now I gotta go find a video extension wire. So I ran that wire back here. That's that yellow wire. I had to splice a couple of video RCA cables in half and just connect it on. I was able to reach. But then there was this wire here, okay? It says reverse, right? So I was confused. Where does this go? You know, I didn't know where it went, you know? Because I already connected the power to the camera to the reverse lights. The trigger is supposed to be, once I put it into reverse, the reverse lights go white and it powers the camera. But then what triggers this to tell the unit that the reverse lights are on? Nothing, right? So damn it, I found out that I had to connect another wire to this and all the way to the back and connect that onto the reverse lights too. So the reverse lights, the positive wire on the reverse lights, you need one to power the camera and one to trigger the head unit that it's on. So that's what took me like an hour to figure out. I had to go on these forums to figure it out, because let me tell you, beware when you buy these Chinese things, okay? The instructions are a complete joke, man. They don't tell you jack squat about how to connect the reverse lights, you know? It's like, it's completely useless. Don't even look at the instructions. I didn't look at the instructions until I had to figure out what that reverse wire went to. And it doesn't say jack crap about it in here, okay? So don't even bother. Just know that this reverse wire is just one wire that connects to your positive reverse light. Alright? So I'm going to show you how it works. So right now it's the radio, right? Okay. So I'm going to put it in reverse. Watch what happens. It sends the signal and boom! There you go. I've got reverse camera right now. Isn't that cool? Yeah. So then you take it back into park again, and it switches to the radio again. I have yet to know if the grids work. I doubt it. I knew it. I had to take this back apart again, you see? So basically that one wire that went from the head unit, right, comes over here and connects onto the positive side of the reverse lights. This one here powers the camera, okay? and this one with the black thing is the ground. So, I mean, and that's it, you know? You have to turn it on and kind of adjust it, you know? But that's it, man. That's all it was. It wasn't exactly easy, but it wasn't really that hard either, as long, if you know what to do, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to put this back. I used an old Tecumseh carburetor primer bulb to seal that hole. Just made it neater, tucked it in there so you don't see any wires sticking out. Or not much. So, you know, pretty satisfied now, man. It wasn't that hard, it's just, you know, tedious trying to figure out the damn directions, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, now that I look back at it, it was pretty simple, you know? So that's it. I'm done. I have the engine on. I'm going to put it in reverse. And there we go. Yep, I figured as much. The grids will not work. Of course not. It's not that advanced, you know? Basically, it's just a simple camera.
Or myNephQ.org. Nephq, the credit union for better banking. Federally insured by NCUA. 102.3.
It works pretty well, though. At night, it has 4 LED lights that shine in the back too, so that you can see better. It's pretty cool. So I paid $48 for the radio. Has FM, right? Then you go to home, and then you have a list of this stuff. I have a flash drive here with I have a flash drive with some MP3 players, you know, old school 80s stuff. So it plays MP3s, right? You can go forward.
I'm the realest nigga in it.
Anybody know this music? That's from the 80s, New York City stuff.
I do too much talking on this joint.
Ooh, some heart. Anyway, so it plays MP3s, right? You can go back to home again. You can have movies on there if you want, on your flash drive. You could also put a micro SD card in there, auxiliary to your phone. You can phone link it, right? I also have Bluetooth to my cell phone. And you can look at photos, but why would you want to look at photos when you're driving, you know? This is back to FM again. And of course the backup camera. So in summary, man, this is like the best deal. $48 for the touchscreen head unit, right, with all those functions, and I paid $8.99 for that license plate frame camera. So I'm in it. $9 for that, $48 for the other. So like $57 total, $57, and I've got that for my van. It's a great deal. Don't even think about using the instructions because it's not gonna work. Oh, I did spend $8 on the Ford E350 Econoline wiring harness that, you know, you can connect the wires easy to the harness that this radio came with. But other than that, man, that's my review of a cheap Chinese-made radio head unit, MP5, MP3, backup camera, media player. Well worth it, man. I mean, you can go spend $500-600 on a Kenwood, and this works just as well. To be honest with you, it has more functions. You know, you can hook up an amp to this if you want, and you know, it's a good deal, man. Anyway, see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers. This thing was a pretty good deal, guys. Follow me.